Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a book review in a book called Because I'll Never Meet You. And I really enjoyed this book because it was like an adventure story but also like reality. Like you can't always like get what you want, and that's what like I liked about this book because the two people in this book, even though they've had like really challenging moments in their life, they still went on with their lives and tried to like succeed and stuff, even though they couldn't do some stuff as other people could. And now I'm going to explain what happened. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the blurb and then tell you about the story. There are truths you can only tell a stranger, and this friendship is the strangest. Ollie and Mark were best friends, but they could never meet because if they did, one of them would certainly die. As rescues from society, they develop a fierce bond through letters that become a lifetime. But when Mark reveals the key to their shared, disturbing past, their friendship faces is a test either one of them can expected. This story is impossible friendship and hope for a brilliant new writer. So what this book was about, it was basically about like a boy called Mark, and he needed he couldn't go outside, so most of his like he couldn't see electricity, so most of his life he spent inside, like not really doing anything. But when he read in the newspaper that like they were looking for a new author through writing like letters and stuff, he like thought, oh, that would be perfect for me. And all that Mark could do was just stay inside, and he really felt upset about that because he really wanted to meet Mark when he started writing letters to him. So basically in the story, the two boys just started writing stories to each other, and one would publish them, and then they would like talk about their past, and they became really good friends and stuff. So, and this story had a thing that's saying like never give up on your dreams and stuff. That's why I really like this book. And my favourite part was probably the beginning, so I'll read it. Hello, my name is Oliver, but most people who meet me end up calling me Ollie. I guess you don't really have to, though because odds you'll never meet me. I can never travel to wherever you are, because it's a big part of what makes me a hermit is the fact that I'm deadly allergic to electricity. This is kind of massively incapabilitating, but hey, everyone has problems, right? I think never being able to meet me is sort of a shame because I'm not too boring. I can juggle forks like nobody's business. For starters, I'm really great at whistling a piece of pine into anything. Well, anything made of pine. My doctor's always impressed by how quickly I can listen every bone in a human's body, from the distal phalanx of my ugliest toe all the way up to the frontal bone above my eyes. I've read more books than I've got hairs on my head, and I'm just months away from mastering the Glockenspiel. In case you didn't know what the Glockenspiel, it's like a metallic, cool older brother with a xylophone. I know what you're thinking, but you'd be surprised how living alone in the woods can warm a person into delights of Glockenspieling. But beyond all that stuff, the most interesting thing about me is that I'm a love stick. So that was just 1.5 pages of the book, and I think probably my favorite part was that, because I just like how it started, like when he was like telling us about it, and I just got really interested. And I would probably rate this book a 9 out of 10, or maybe a 9.5, because I think this is one of my favorite books, because it's actually really inspiring, because he actually like went out, like he could have died from the electricity, but he went out just so he can like see the world around him and stuff. So that's why I really enjoyed it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this book review, and I'll see you next week.